local, and federal agencies to bring this person to justice. So.
I'm Tracy Aaron, the Chief of Police in Mansfield. I want to say thank you to all the agencies. It's not just helping just this incident, but all of our other sister agencies here close. You know, Mansfield responded to this the same as all of the other agencies, and I have to assure you that the departments are doing a great job here in bringing all this to a close. What you're going to see now is that there's going to be continued searches for our suspect. Chief has already told us what that looks like. We ask for our citizens' help to continue to search for that person and call in any leads that you may have. You should know at this point that this person is considered to be armed and dangerous, and I would suggest that you call 911 as soon as you see that person or you see that suspect vehicle. We're continually making those searches throughout the state as it turns out. Be having the victims in your thoughts and prayers. Please lift those folks up in your prayers. Some of those are already in surgery, so be thinking about those. Be thinking about our suspect and their family. We need to bring this to a safe resolution, and that's what our goal is. Thank y'all very much for being here, and thank you for your help.
Thank you. Daniel Sesney, Grand Prairie Police Department. I'd like to echo the Chief's comments with our thoughts and prayers to the families. I want you to know that the Grand Prairie Police Department's role today is strictly in a support role. Although we believe the suspect is currently at large, you'll see the Grand Prairie SWAT team and the SWAT teams of our other agencies clearing the school to make sure there's no other additional dangers. The Grand Prairie Police Department is also actively involved in the search for the suspect, partnering with the United States Marshal Service and the Fugitive Task Force, and they are out as we speak looking for the suspect. As mentioned, this is a very large collaborative effort, and our goal is to make sure that all of the students here not just come out safe, but feel safe. So we're working toward that end as we speak. You should see very shortly a large contingent of students coming out orderly, loading onto the buses, and moving to the location already indicated. Our recommendation that parents go to that location that Chief Colby mentioned the address rather than coming to the school. Coming to the school here will just make things more difficult. So again, please go to the pickup location. Thank you very much. We're going to take any questions, but again, I just want to reemphasize that this is not a random act of violence. This is not somebody attacking our schools. This is a student. We believe right now, preliminary, that it was a student that got into a fight and drew a weapon.
Do you know he was able to get the weapon inside the school?
I do not. We had 2 Mansfield Independent School District police officers that housed in this school. They were here and they were on scene immediately to render our safety to our students. I don't have that information.
When you talk about the victims being hospitalized with gunshot wounds?
I can tell you that yes, that I believe 2 of the victims were received gunshot wounds. To the severity, I don't have that information right now. We believe that 3 of the victims were students. 1 was an older person that may be a teacher.
Was a pregnant person involved?
There was a report of a pregnant woman who was one of the 4 victims that may have failed during the shooting, but received medical treatment from our EMS here on scene and was released. That person is not in a hospital based upon the information that I have right now.
Okay.
Yes, I have a high confidence right now that the shooter is not on the premises. I have a high confidence that it was only 1 shooter at this school. We want to continue to make sure that we lock down our students, make sure that they're safe. We have Grand Prairie Police Department, Mansfield Police Department, Harding Police Department, and other SWAT teams that are methodically going through each of these rooms and releasing these children to make sure that we're safe. We want to make sure that we get identification.
All right, it would appear that we've lost the audio from the briefing that was happening there with the Arlington, Texas Police Department, the assistant chief, giving us some details, Morgan, about what's been happening there. Obviously, we know now that there were 4 victims impacted by this shooting after what seemed to be apparently a fight happened on the campus here, and at least 3 of those people have been taken to hospitals.
One was released and was described